Now we have Dr. Yinka Oyegbile, who is a public affairs analyst, and he joins us live from Lagos. Thank you so much for being part of the news at this time.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here and happy to be alive to celebrate the Christmas and New Year.
All right, so what are your
Despite the
thoughts
harsh
to
economy.
the president's message to Nigerians during the media chat?
Yes, just as the earlier speaker has said, I think it is a good thing that the presidential talk has been revived after about 8 years of hiatus. It is okay. And as he said also, I hope that next time or subsequently there will be less people on the panel, because yesterday we had 7 people on a panel of 1 hour interview. I think that was too large, and a senior journalist for that matter. It didn't give room for follow-up questions and for them to be able to examine the president very well. And subsequently also, I think it will be good if we have a phone-in program where the president will allow ordinary Nigerians to call in and hear their view about his administration. And coming back to the brass tack of his of the interview itself, the president, in all honesty, didn't say anything new than what he or his spokesman have said, e.g. the issue of fuel subsidy. The president said he has no regrets for doing it, despite all the suffering that we see in the land. The question I would like the president to answer is, yes, you have no regrets suspending or taking away the fuel subsidy. But before the fuel subsidy was taken away, there were talks about fraud in the subsidy claim and all that. What has happened to all those who have been accused of participating in the fuel subsidy fraud? Nothing has happened to them. And I've said this several times. So now you decide to punish 200 million other Nigerians for the sin of very few people who are identifiable. The president, the government can identify these people. So we are talking about removal of subsidy. The president insists that what he has done is right. So he said he doesn't want to subsidize the country to sacrifice Nigerians today for tomorrow. We've had that before. Some 30 years ago, former military president Ibrahim Babangida said they are sacrificing their today for our tomorrow. But we are here where we are today. Has anything been better than when Babangida left power? No. The issue is people who are involved in this fraud have never been brought to book. And that is the reason why most of us are against this issue of the withdrawal of the so-called subsidy. So the president needs to connect with the people. I'm not sure the president is connecting very well with these people. The president only listens to his advisors and from his own point of view that, okay, what I've done is right and there's nothing anybody can do. Well, the president might be right, but he needs to convince us, because as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing the president has said about the fuel subsidy that has not been said by past leaders. They have all said the same thing. Okay, in the last 18 months, when the subsidy has been withdrawn, what has changed in Nigeria? Is it that we have better roads? Is it that the services are better? The states, the federal government, the local government, they all have more money. But the general citizenry are not feeling the impact. So what has changed? Nothing has changed. More fund for the government and more suffering for the masses. This is not what we voted for. This is not what Nigerians expected. So, I mean, the president needs to take a look at this issue once again.
All right, so just as you've said, the president still insists that the fuel subsidy removal is a good decision, yet a lot of Nigerians aren't seeing it that way. What, in your opinion, is the bone of contention in this matter?
Yeah, the bone of contention, as far as I can see here, is that the president is only seeing this issue from his own perspective. The perspective of those who are responsible for this punishment, this situation has not been looked into. And apart from that, there's nothing wrong in government taking a decision. But when you take a decision and you look at the people on whose decision, on whose behalf you said you have taken this decision, you see the level of suffering. I mean, look at 35 people died in Ibadan. 2-3 days later, it happened in Abuja, it happened in Okija. It has never happened like that in Nigeria. So what exactly has happened? Why are people this hungry? Why are people this desperate? Why should a parent push out his child to go and queue endlessly for just 5,000 naira? So these are issues that the president and his advisors need to look into. The president, in his interview yesterday, said that people are unruly, they are this and that. Yes, I agree. People are unruly in it, but a hungry man does not think. A hungry man is not a reasonable man. A hungry person is not a person that will think about, oh, if I go there, I might die. No. The first thing in the mind of an hungry person is how to satiate that hunger. So all those who died, rather than blame them that on all that, we have to empathize with them and look at ourselves that what is it that has happened? Why is it so? Yes, those who organized it might have been guilty of all that, but we also need to think, will somebody who is gainfully employed, who has food to eat, will he leave his job to go and queue for 5,000 naira and a small portion of rice? No. I mean, so these are issues we need to look at. Why are we this way? What has happened? Why is Nigeria this way? Nigerians used to be very proud people. Nigerians are people, we know people that in Nigeria, there are people who will never beg. But you see, the way we are now, you see some very, very reasonable people that you think will never beg. We approach you in traffic, we approach you on the road and say, oh God, please give me something I never talk. And you look at it and say, oh, has Nigeria fallen this low? Prices of things have gone haywire. Why is it? It is because of the fuel subsidy. And the president must think about that. It is, look, if you promise that things will get better, we have had that before. We have had it before. Obasanjo said it, Yar'Adua said it, every president, military or civil that has ruled this Nigeria have said it. But have things gotten better? No, things are not getting better. So the president needs to look behind himself and think how to make things better for Nigerians. The Nigerians didn't vote for him for this.
All right, thank you so much,
Nigerians
Dr. Yinka. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your Christmas and New Year.
All right, and you too. Thank you so much. And that was Yinka.